All right, good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming. My name is Steve Thompson. I am the Director of Athletics at Eureka College, and I could not be happier to be here with you today. First, I want to get a couple thank yous out before we really kick this thing off. And first, I want to thank President Wright for her help through this process of getting our guy, really, when it comes down to it. Additionally, Mike Murtaugh, the Vice President for Development, was a tremendous asset through this process. The search committee did a heck of a job narrowing down about 100 applicants to bringing 5 great ones to our campus to finally settling on Coach Rashid. I also want to thank the entire campus community as we worked through this process, including our student athletes, a few baseball players here, my staff, tremendous staff I have surrounded me, and then the rest of the team at Eureka College has been a huge help through this process. Additionally, really just like to thank the community at large, really all across Central Illinois, that kind of has come out of the woodwork as we've made this announcement and had this exciting news to share. A little bit about the selection process of how we got to this day and where we're moving our baseball program forward. We made the announcement to the baseball team towards the end of April that we were going to do a national search for the next baseball coach of Eureka College. And at that point in time, just kind of a personal story, I got a phone call from Coach Rashid. And we met at a little restaurant over in Peoria and really had a chance to share about 2 hours of my vision for the baseball program and what he felt he could do with our baseball program at Eureka College. And it really gave me a lot to be excited about. So from that process, we moved forward, obviously, through the interviews in June to the offer late last week and the acceptance this week and to this press conference to share the news. You know, he really jumped out to us right away. Eureka College has a tremendous history of excellent coaches, of men and women of integrity. We've had tremendous through these doors, and Coach Rashid is just another one. Doc Traster, obviously the longtime football and AD. Dave Darnell, the men's basketball coach for a long time. Coach Gertis, who was a former baseball coach here and also spent time at the elementary school or junior high here in town. Karen Schweitzer, Sandy Schuster, 2 excellent coaches that spent some time here. And then Ralph McKenzie and the story of his mentorship of Ronald Reagan through his formative years at Eureka College. So Coach Rashid is just another member of that long line of excellent coaches here that really is also our staff we have at Eureka College. I could not be more happy than to add Coach Rashid into our team here. So his resume, obviously the local media, the local news know, over 800 wins at the high school level, 6 prospects drafted, one of which you saw last October in the World Series. And if you look at our Twitter feed and some of those other things, Zach McAllister really wanted to give a comment about his relationship with Jerry and the impact he had and what we're looking forward to him bringing to our students. Really, ultimately, what he brings to our baseball program is the competitive edge we've looked for with all of our coaches. You've seen the growth of our football program and volleyball program this past year, our men's and women's basketball team success, our softball success, and now we look for that with our baseball program as well. And as I shared with our men's baseball team today, was that expectation has changed for them. So they'll come in, they'll start reaching out immediately, and they have a new expectation of winning both in the classroom and on the field. And I'm looking directly at them so they know that. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to win. I want to win. There's no reason we can't. So without further ado, the next baseball coach at Eureka College, who I could not be more excited to welcome, Coach Jerry Rashid.
Thank you very much. Geez, I didn't know I was in this company of these gentlemen. I know that. President Wright, Mr. Murtaugh, Steve, Brian, fellow Eureka coaches that are here, as well as players, friends of the program, and friends of the school. I just can't thank you enough for having me here and welcoming me into this college and welcoming me into this coaching staff. I'd like to take this opportunity very briefly to thank the administration for giving me this opportunity to be a part of Eureka College as head baseball coach. I look forward to the challenge of building this program. I look forward to being a part of a successful athletic program that's already here in both men's and women's sports that I've read about, and for the coaches that I've met so far, I know how successful and how hardworking you are and what type of characters you are. And I don't mean that like characters, but of great character. So from that standpoint, thank you for letting me have this opportunity. It is a great challenge, and it's one that I've been rejuvenated with in taking this on. Sometimes every once in a while you need something fresh. After 40 years of teaching in the classroom and being a part of some great programs from everywhere I've ever been, every hat I put on, I've had great pride in wearing that hat and wearing that uniform. And now it's just that much more exciting for me to do it with a Eureka College hat, to be very honest with you. Transition, obviously, from high school coaching my whole life, with the exception of the CICL in a collegiate level a long, long time ago, to Division III in college. I really feel like I've been given a really unique opportunity, and that is to build a baseball program. Again, from what we've had in the past, I look forward to developing that program, forging new relationships, not only at Eureka College, but within the community of Eureka, Illinois, and with these fine young men that we're going to have under our program. So in closing, sorry, Craig, it's not going to be 4 o'clock, so you'll be out of here in time. I'd like to thank my wife, Kim, who's here, my family for their support. My daughter, Allie, is here, and all of the support from the amount of friends that have called since this announcement this morning. I'd like to thank them, as well as colleagues through the years. But most importantly, thank Eureka College for giving me this chance and to meet some of the living legends of Eureka College who are in this room. And again, President Wright, thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you guys who I've known for a lot of years in the media for coming out as usual. Great supporters and great fans for close to 40 years for these guys. So again, thank you very much for taking the time to be here, and let's get rolling.
Take any questions right now. Anybody has questions?
Amos, you promised one.
Where are the specific challenges you think going from high school to Division III college?
Oh, I think probably, obviously, number one is recruiting, is probably the biggest challenge that we'll face, and to change the culture a little bit of what we're going into with our baseball program. But going into the college part, I think probably the main thing is recruiting. And that's one thing I've been blessed to have great relationships with the high school coaches throughout the area. In Central Illinois, Bloomington, Normal, our whole area has some great baseball players. And so that's probably the biggest challenge, in the ability to tap into guys that junior colleges have recruited our guys in high school and up north, south, from different things that we've done. I'd probably say, Jim, that's the most pressing challenge, is the recruiting part.
Have you met the current team, and what was your message to them, or what will be your message?
You know what? I met 3 of them. I know some others. The message would be to get ready to hang your hat on something, to have something that you can represent and be a representative of. Put that shirt on, make sure you know that you're wearing it. You can do everything you can to be a representative of this college, and to get ready to really work. And I'm sure they've worked before, but we might try a different level, a little bit.
Well, Coach,
Oh, well, thank you very much.
you look nice in the polos and the hat.
Yes, ma'am. Looking good.
You step here in the middle.
Go Eureka, you bet.
Let's see.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go Eureka. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Coach will stick around to visit. You're welcome. Please spend some time with him. He'll be around for as long as he needs to be.
No hurry. No hurry.
Quick interview, man.
You betcha.
Congratulations.
You know that.